Welcome back, everybody. I've got Cari here with me, who is one of our official selected screenwriters today. And we've got table reads that we do here at the film festival where we're able to bring these screenplays to life, which is really awesome. But Cari, I want you to talk to me about your screenplay that we're going to be able to hear about during the festival, during the table reads.
Yeah, so it's called In Our Dreams. It's a love story, but it's not your typical love story. This is about a couple that has stood the test of time. They have been together for decades, and then life takes an unexpected turn, and the wife is, she battled cancer, and she's coming home from the hospital, but because of complications, she is no longer able to care for herself and has to learn to rely on her husband. It's about devotion and true love and the ways that the soul can stay connected beyond physical barriers.
I love it. I love it because you've been now writing for how many years, would you say?
With screenwriting,
it's dedicated-wise.
Dedicated, it's been about 2.5, 3 years, yeah.
And what inspired you to become a writer in the first place?
Oh, I wanted to be a writer since I was about 12. I have notebooks of the most embarrassing things that I wrote. And I always thought I would wind up doing something literary, but I got scouted by an agent at the end of 2019. So I got into acting and modeling just in time for COVID to hit.
Oh, and great timing.
Yeah, it was awesome. I got booked right in the middle of it. It was fantastic. But my goal with that really wasn't acting or modeling. I thought maybe I can meet somebody that knows somebody in publishing and could get my work out. But, it wasn't until I went through all of life's journey, like all the trials and tribulations, to get to the point where I had the confidence to even pursue it. And then when I started acting, I got typecast really bad. And I thought, maybe I should just write my own stuff. And then I realized, oh my goodness, screenwriting is an option. That counts as being a writer. And I fell in love with it, and my brain just operates so much better in those parameters of that structure, yeah.
Well, and you mentioned that you were doing the acting, the modeling thing, thinking that could lead you to somebody. It kind of did.
It did, in the most unexpected but gratifying way. And I think one thing that sets the film industry apart from writing and publishing and all that is the community. And it has been the most fulfilling thing to get to know these people. I am a typical writer. I'm an introvert. I'm extroverted introvert. I can talk and be very social when I have to be. But when given the choice, I just want to be at home.
Sure.
I don't want to have people look at me or talk to me. But I think that some of the most giving and supportive people have been all of the roles in filmmaking, from in front of the camera, behind. It's just because it takes a village to make this.
Truly.
So I felt more a part of it, and it's where I fit.
Beyond the screenplay that we're going to be able to see here, you have another film that is about to be released.
Yes.
Talk to me about Lady in the Locket.
I had the privilege of taking classes when I was learning the format and structure of a screenplay versus a novel. And so I went to Rob Diamond to kind of give me some feedback and steer me in the right direction as far as like how to present it on the paper. And I quickly established myself with him, and we wound up talking about some of my ideas, and he loved this one in particular and asked me to go ahead and write it for him. It's called Lady in the Locket. It's, I guess you could say it's comparable to a Hallmark film because it's very family friendly and has some of those typical beats, but it's not your cookie cutter Hallmark film because I can't do that level of cheesiness.
I love it.
But it's got a paranormal aspect to it, and it's about a family secret. And
that might already be too edgy for Hallmark. Secrets? No.
Need to have everything on the nose. But it is a really fun story about moving past your past. Moving forward, forgiveness, accepting where you came from and the things that have happened to you, and building a family. Yeah. Like choosing what you want your family to be.
Now, I've heard you now mention community and family a few
Hmm.
times. Um, I've noticed that you're not just talking the talk, but you're walking the walk here because you've submitted a screenplay to us. Now your film's playing at another festival. I'm seeing a lot of community with all these festival things. There's a lot of people here, so the introverted extrovert's going to have a little battle. Um, what are you hoping to get out of a film festival when you go to it, whether it's with just a screenplay or with just the film? What are you personally looking to get?
I think growth. Um, Besides the wealth of information that you can get from the workshops and the panels, um, I think that there is something to be said for putting yourself in a vulnerable position to be judged. And so this particular short was one of the first things I wrote. And so my writing has come a long way. And before I film it, I will go back and fix a lot of the dialogue and all that. But I think being able to extend myself and welcome criticism and welcome judgment and take that with the attitude of I am good, but I can be better.
Mm.
And then being able to find other people that are like-minded that I can feed off of them. And there's so much great energy here that it's contagious.
Yeah. And I love the way you're describing that. You're taking that input in, and it's not to, pound you down and beat you up, but to say, okay, I want to become stronger, like a bodybuilder in a way, right? We're breaking it down to build up
Yes.
and just create something better. And you mentioned it with your short film. You want to go back with the feedback that you've already received and make it better before you shoot it. And I really hope you guys are hearing this part. Please don't take what you get from people you've asked for help as a criticism that you're not good enough. Okay, because you are. We're giving you ideas. Sometimes it's just opinions, and you can throw those opinions right where they belong. But sometimes these are valid facts. There's some other things like you've got spelling errors. You got beats that don't make sense. You got giant plot holes you may need to look at. These things are important, but I love the fact that you're coming in with that open mind and heart saying, help me be better. And you're applying it.
Yeah. I have a zero expectation to win anything ever. I always have the hope, and I believe that at some point I can, but I don't expect it. And that's not why I came here. I came here to push myself more than anything else, just to make myself uncomfortable.
Good. Hopefully this interview hasn't been too uncomfortable.
Oh, this has been one of the best parts of the whole festival. Yeah, this has been great.
Best ever. Awesome. All right. Well, Cari, other than the two projects we just talked about, what is in your future here? What is in your crystal ball of projects that are coming down the pipe that you can talk about?
There's some things I can, some I can't. I do have a project I co-wrote, a screenplay with Louis Vlaquier. He came to me with what he had written, and I dissected it and I put it back together in a whole new way. And I like to call it a romantic dramedy. It's an ensemble cast, and it's going to be kind of in the vein of Crazy Stupid Love. And we have partnered with a production company, and we are moving forward with that. It's looking like it's gonna be filming within the next year, hopefully sooner than that. It's so many things happening that I can't put the cart before the horse, but
sure,
it's really exciting, and the story is set in Salt Lake, unapologetically Salt Lake, and so I think that
not Salt Lake dubbing for Denver,
right? And like, why do we need to hide the fact that it's a beautiful place with beautiful people, and it's a diverse story, so it's a lot of fun. That one I'm really excited about. I have a Christmas script that I'm doing some revisions on. I just did a table read. I'm going to be shopping that one around. I had some interest last year, and then that kind of wound up having some behind the scenes things happen that kind of thwarted it. But yeah, so I've got that, and then writing a pilot for an actor in LA. We came to me with the treatment and helping to get a program off the ground to teach film acting to theater students at a charter school here locally.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking for sponsorship for that. I've got some connections, exploring some options, and we're going to film some shorts.
It sounds like you got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yes.
I love it. All right, guys. there's really no reason why you guys can't be working at this point. I mean, whether you want to create your own stories, be a writer, right? Create your own opportunities to do that. And then, or come to a film festival and be part of a team. I mean, that's the best part about the film community, right?
It is.
You could start anywhere and you can go as far as you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this has been so much fun. I got more filmmakers coming through that door any minute now. Keep watching.